Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dallas Songwriters Association Songwriter Spotlight. I'm Barbe McMillen, and today our spotlight is on Emma James. Emma is a Texas-born and raised singer-songwriter from Corpus Christi who has been singing since she was a toddler, and she frequently put a melody to even the most mundane task like her elementary math homework. By 9 years old, she was putting lyrics to melody and entertaining her family. Now, at only 16 years old, she has penned more than 200 original songs. As a multi-instrumentalist, playing piano, guitar, and ukulele, she has established herself as a well-rounded musician. Often she can be found at local farmers markets, festivals, art galleries, and opened for Deana Carter, Jack Ingram, Roger Creager, Lee Greenwood, and several others. However, her favorite place to sing is at her church on Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights. Emma plans to attend Belmont University and study music business, and she has her sights set on being a singer-songwriter in Nashville. Emma has just completed recording her debut album, which will be released in the spring of 2025. Now, you can find more information about Emma at her website, emmajamesmusic.com. So, in 2022, Emma was the first runner-up in our DSA's Young Songwriters contest, and she won first place in that contest in 2023. She's also been awarded from Dallas Songwriters when she goes off to college a $500 scholarship. So please welcome our finest young talent, Emma James. She has also won Corpus Christi Songwriting Association Songwriter of the Year, and as well as NSAI's One to Watch and Top 40. So please welcome Emma James, a very young talent. So, Emma, can you open the program with a song for us?
Yes, I'm going to be playing y'all my latest single that I released called Take Me to Tennessee. I'll always love the open skies of Amarillo, those red dirt roads and warm West Texas winds. Nothing beats stadium lights and rodeos. Sometimes dreams lead to places you've never been. You can take me to Tennessee, where the Broadway lights shine in Music City, where the steel guitars cry all night and country stars are shining bright. But you'll never take the Texas out of me, or the stories they sing at the Bluebird. You can always light a fire in my heart. And our dreams may be crazy, but they're pure. And I'll ride 'em out in the shade of Centennial Park. You can take me to Tennessee, where the Broadway lights shine in Music City, where the steel guitars play all night and country stars are shining bright. But you'll never take the Texas out of me. You ain't gonna take the Texas out of me. Magic of music fills my soul. I love the winds and waters of the Cumberland. but my boots dig deep down in the Gulf Coast. I'll always be a Lone Star girl in the end. You can take me to Tennessee, where the Broadway lights shine in Music City, where the steel guitars ground light and country stars are shining bright. But you'll never take the Texas out of me. You ain't gonna take the Texas out of me. Thank you.
All right. So is that on your album that is coming up and going to release that in the spring of 2025?
It actually is not. I'm gonna keep that one as a single.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who are your influences? Who's influenced your first
I
of all performing? Who's influenced performing?
Okay, performing. Ooh, a lot. I honestly I listen to a lot of different genres and a lot of different artists, so I'm very much there's a lot that influences me, but some big performers. I love like the classic female country girls, you know, like just their songwriting, their performing, their voices, like all of that. I just love it. With songwriting though, I definitely am influenced by a lot of these female Nashville songwriters like Lori McKenna, Liz Rose, Natalie Hemby, Nicole Gallion, all of those people. So
Yeah. So when you I know that you do covers sometimes when you're performing, you mix covers in with your original songs. What sort of cover songs are you performing?
I perform a lot of country, quite a few like '90s country songs. That's kind of the crowd likes those. I also perform some popular pop songs, Gracie Abrams, a little bit of Taylor Swift when I have some of the younger girls there.
Mm-hmm.
I like to play some classics, some Tom Petty.
Everybody loves Taylor Swift. You can't beat Tom Petty.
Oh yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
Well, you got another song for us?
Yes. This one is a little bit slower than the other one. I just came back from Nashville a couple weeks ago and had quite a lot of co-writes, and this is one that me and my friend wrote, and we were sitting in her apartment and you could see downtown Nashville, and I just thought like this is everything I've worked for, like this is what I've wanted my whole life, is to be in this city and work in this city. And then we started talking about the people that have kind of stopped us from getting there, and that's how this song came to be. It's called Mountain View. High school sweethearts were the thing to do. My mom and dad and yours too. Ooh. So I carved my name in an early grave and got comfortable with feeling pain. When you blew out my flame, Mama always told me, open my eyes, see past the pictures to the big open sky. But I didn't believe. So I made myself less to fit your standards. I stayed back instead of chasing my dreams. You made it easy to stick around. I followed you to the valley down, thinking you would be better than a mountain view. Backbone made of glass and a stubborn head don't fit together in the end. Learned that the hard way. It was all less than good enough. Yeah, we got by with the bare minimum. Ooh. Settling down for the normal life was better than what I get from Broadway lights. at your standards. I stay back instead of chasing my dreams. You made it easy to stick around. I followed you to the valley down, thinking you would be better than a mountain view, thinking you would be better than this mountain view. Thank you.
All right. So who was your co-writer on there? Let's give them credit.
Yes, her name was Sarah Lentini.
And how did you meet Sarah?
So we actually two years back, I want to say, I was in Nashville. So I'm a really big part of NSAI. Like they're just so supportive of up and coming songwriters and songwriters of all ages, and wherever you're at in your journey. And so I love that organization, and I love to do stuff with them. And I was up there with NSAI at a Liz Rose workshop. So we were, with Liz Rose throughout the whole week, learning from her, and she was there. And we honestly, we never really kept in contact until recently. I'd been following her on social media, loved what she was doing. Like, she's so talented. And I reached out because I knew I was going to be in town, and we scheduled that right. So everything just happened to fall into place. It was great.
That's good. So is this the first song you guys have written together, or did you write something else as well?
Yes, this is our first one.
Oh, good. So have you been co-writing with other people before, or is this your first co-write?
I have co-written since my first time in Nashville, which is when I was 13. So I love co-writing. A lot of my favorite songs that I've written have come out of co-writes with some of my favorite writers.
So who were you writing with before when you were 13?
So it's actually fun story of how I learned how to co-write. So for my 13th birthday, it was my first time in Nashville. My parents surprised me with a songwriting camp at this organization called Roots Academy in Nashville, and I went, and I had never even heard of co-writing before. I didn't even know it was a thing. And whenever they first introduced it, I was like, this is weird. But they pair you up with somebody else in the camp, and I was partnered with a girl named Anthem, and her mom is actually, crazy that my first connection in Nashville was this, but her mom is actually, a really, really famous Christian songwriter. So that was super cool. That was my first co-write. But after that, whenever I got plugged in with NSAI, and after that first Liz Rose workshop, I started co-writing with a girl named Daniela Spadini, who is literally on the brink of greatness right now. She is so talented. I think she's going to have her moment soon. And through NSAI, I also started co-writing with some of my staple people, Megan Kelly, Cedric Israel, Hannah McDonald, and Grayson Campbell. So they've all just been so great. I had a couple of new writes in Nashville the last few times I've been, which have been so fun. So, yeah.
Okay. Those camps are great. You can really learn a lot. Liz Rose is from Garland, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas.
Yes, ma'am.
And we've had her for a workshop here at Dallas Songwriters Association.
I love her. She's great.
She's a great writer. Yes, she is. So why country? What made you decide to go country instead of pop? Or
Well, I was raised on Christian and country music. Anytime we got into the car, my dad or it was usually my mom's car. We'd have it on a Christian radio station, then you get my dad's car and it'd be on a country radio station. So that's just what I grew up listening to, and I feel like a lot of the stuff, country is such a wide genre. I know there's been a lot of changes recently, and people are happy and people are mad. You're not going to please everybody, but I feel like it's such a wide genre. I just feel like that just came naturally for me because of the way I was raised and the music I was raised on. But I do write some pop, especially with certain co-writers. It just tends to sound more like pop, or, the material's more pop. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to write good music.
Yeah, good. Well, so what do you got for us now? Another song?
Yes. Here's another Nashville co-write song. This one is called Dancing All Around It. And like, I went to the right and I was like, I just want to write something catchy, like something that people are gonna have stuck in their head. And this is a song we wrote. It's kind of based on a movie. Can't remember the name of the movie, but it was great. Running every red light, chasing love and starlight, didn't make it there in time. Found a way inside, stayed up till the sunrise, best day of my night. Now it's all hazy, driving me crazy, got me holding on so tight. What you doing to me, seeing right through me, from your eyes I can't hide. Oh, oh, we're dancing all around and spinning, spinning. You didn't go with the warning, getting too close, every close enough. Let me up every time you touch. Oh, oh, we're dancing all around it. Don't you know I can't quit? Hit me like a cigarette every time you pick me up. Take me to a new view, take me somewhere new. Wouldn't mind if we get stuck. Tell me all your secrets, tell me that you mean it, tell me that you'll be mine. I'm walking all ahead to feel the new loving, baby, you know why. Oh, oh, we're dancing all around it, spinning, spinning. You didn't go with the warning, getting too close, never close enough. Let me on fire every time we touch. Oh, oh, we're dancing all around it. We're dancing all around Thank you.
So who is your co-writer on that song? We should give her credit.
I got two.
Okay, give them
Hannah
credit.
McDonald and Megan Kelly. They're
Okay.
just some great, like they're just so amazing. Personality, songwriters, all of it. They're wonderful.
So the idea came first with the chorus, and then you developed the verses.
Honestly, no. It came. The idea. This was honestly like a longer write than normal. It took us a little bit to kind of figure out what we wanted to say in the song. We had this idea of, this like crazy relationship, this crazy up and down, like passionate relationship, and this crazy, adventure from this movie. And figuring out how to say that was kind of our first thing. And so we went into like the storytelling and the verses first. Because the chorus is pretty simple. So,
Hmm. Very catchy.
thank you.
Yeah. Mhm. So good. So you didn't have the hook, and you found the hook after the writing the story process through the verses.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Is that always the way it happens, or?
Honestly, no. It happens different every time. So, usually I'll have a hook or some sort of idea, But this one I just kind of came in with a goal of writing something catchy. So it was very much there was room to experiment, which is always fun because I love to hear whenever you don't come in with a set idea, it's always fun to come up with something with your
Yeah.
co-writers.
Hmm. Um, so, what have you written some Christian material?
I have in the past. I mean, I love Jesus. I love God. I'm a big Christian. I have not written Christian music in a long time.
Hmm.
That's definitely something I want to get back into because I'm very passionate about that kind of stuff. But I had this one song that I wrote, I want to say a year and a half back, my freshman year, and we had some classmates at school get into a really bad accident, and it was like life or death. And so I wrote a song about just finding hope in a miracle happening, and that one resonated with a lot of people, and that just showed me like the power of music in general, but specifically Christian music in hard times. It brings hope and light. So,
Yeah. All right. So, got another song for us?
yes, ma'am. This one is a song that I wrote with Grayson Campbell and Megan Kelly. And this one, Grayson came in with the idea of a meeting at a bar. And this girl that's like not usually into like guys at bars, very much, I'm single and I'm good, I'm happy. She came in and she thought like this guy's different. So that's what this one's about. It's called Want To. Here's the thing about the local dive, ain't no surprise, you know what you're getting every time. High top tables that ain't been clean, covered been playing slightly at a key, but tonight your eyes stole the shine from the neon lights. Small talk turned into you buying my drink. I might wanna let that get to me, but I'm thinking I wanna stay here and dance the night away. Let you try and guess my middle name. Couldn't say why, but I'm thinking this time it's feeling a little more right to let tonight go a little bit too far. Don't know what it is about being in your arms that makes me think it's okay to fall for you. You're making me want to. Know all about what brought you here. Biggest fears, are you the kind to shed a tear? Family back home and your bucket list. Favorite movie growing up. Tell me all of it. Yeah. Let you try and guess my middle name. Say why, but I'm thinking this time it's feeling a little more right to let tonight go a little bit too far. Don't know what it is about being in your arms that makes me think it's okay to fall for you. But you're making me want to. Yeah, you're making me want to. Turn into you like my dream. I kinda think I wanna let you get to me. So let's stay here and dance the night away. Let you try and guess my middle name. Couldn't say why, but I'm thinking this time it's feeling a little more right to let tonight go a little bit too far. Don't know what it is about being in your arms that makes me think it's okay to fall for you. Baby, it's okay to fall for you. 'Cause you're making me want to. Yeah, you're making me want to. Yeah, you're making me want to.
Right. So, is that a co-write as well?
Yes, ma'am. It was written with Grayson Campbell and Megan Kelly.
Okay. So you talked a little bit about NSAI, and we noticed in your bio that you are one of the ones to watch from NSAI. How do they how do they work that out or
So it's
judge that?
actually when you send it, so you can send in songs for evaluation, online pitches, all that kind of stuff. And when you send them in, if there are certain songs that they think like this has potential to go somewhere, at the bottom, or like it's kind of like an award for the songs like ones to watch.
Hmm.
And then top 40 is also songs you send in and pitch.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. So, Corpus Christi Songwriting Association, Songwriter of the Year. What's that group like,
I
and how
love
did you
that
get
group.
involved?
So I think I was 13 or 14 whenever I went to their writers round. There's not many there's not many writers rounds in Corpus. I think that's probably the only one. There's a lot of open mics, a lot of cool venues, but writers rounds is something that I was wanting to get into. So I saw theirs and I showed up and I signed up and I was definitely the youngest. I was really nervous, honestly, but it just kind of took off from there. I started going consistently. I was invited to play at their festival, and at the festival they give out awards, and I was honestly in shock whenever I got that award. I was expecting like new songwriter or something like that. I mean, I had only been in it a year at the time,
Hmm.
but they've just been so supportive and incredible. It was an honor to get that award, and I love their festival. I'm really excited to hopefully play it again this year. So.
Well, that's great. Yeah, that's good that you guys have an association there in Corpus Christi.
Definitely.
And it's so important to be a part of associations. They just really help mentor people who are trying to, learn the songwriting business. And
Absolutely.
so that's neat that you're part of it.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about your um, record that's coming out. How many songs are on it?
It is a 10-song album, and I recorded it with Rockport Songwriters Association. Uh,
Okay.
they are. I was nominated by Corpus Christi Songwriters Association to record this. It's like a whole project. I want to say it's called Songcast, and so they pick somebody, and they have them record an album at their studio.
Hmm.
I was the first one, so I was really excited. I felt like a little guinea pig. It was fun, and it was incredible. My producer, Jules Taylor, was so phenomenal. He's great. He played on the tracks. He played dobro and guitar on some of them, and then we had John Macy, this like legendary steel guitarist, play on it, and he's also a founder of Rockport Songwriters Association. John Macy is. We had a great fiddle player play on it. It was so amazing, and a great drummer too. So that whole project, I spent a week in the studio. I was off that week from school, and so we were like, we just have to cram all 10 songs into this whole week.
Hmm.
But it was so fun. I loved it.
And so what studio was it in Rockport?
It is John Macy, founder of Rockport
John
Songwriters Association.
John Macy. Okay. Yeah.
It's his studio, so all of the songcasts will be recorded there.
Hmm. And so, are the songs all songs that you wrote, or are they songs that other people wrote that you're recording? Or
They're all songs that I wrote. There's two co-writes on there, and then the rest are solo writes.
cool. Wow, that's great. So, what's it going to be called?
It's gonna be called Heirloom.
Heirloom. All right. And where did that title come from? One of your songs?
So it's not a song name. It was in a song that was really personal and close to my heart that is on the album called Family Tradition. And we were talking about it, and we thought like that's a really pretty word. Like how can we use that? And my producer, who is just such a deep thinker and has such a big heart, um, he said, well, the definition of an heirloom is something that belongs to you, that's waiting for you, that you just have to wait until a certain point in your life to grab. And that just felt like what that album was to me. Like it's been there all along, and it's just been waiting until this moment. So that's
All
the
right.
meaning behind it.
Yeah. So, was this your first recording experience?
No, ma'am. I've recorded, so I have 4 songs out on Spotify, and I've recorded, um, oh, wait, actually, I think it's 5 songs. Yeah, it's 5 songs. And I recorded with a guy locally here who is so amazing. He has just been such a big part of my career.
Mhm.
He plays with me whenever I play live sometimes, and it's just been great. So I recorded with him for a long time, and then I did some in Nashville. I recorded
Mhm.
Taking Tennessee in Nashville
Mhm.
with one of my co-writers who's also a producer. And then I just recorded 2 more with him whenever I was up there. So those will be coming out before the album. Here is the cover.
Oh yeah, I love it. Wow, that's nice. That's
I
great.
just love it
Mhm.
so much. It's like I've never been able to like hold a CD of my music before, so this is awesome.
So, how old were you when you first started recording there in Corpus Christi?
I was 12. I think I was 12.
Hmm.
The first one was a Christian song that I wrote about baptism. My grandma was getting baptized, and it
Hmm.
was just such a special moment because she came a long way, and I wanted to write something special for that, and so we recorded it and gave it to her. And then after that, I started recording some other stuff, just like demos,
Hmm.
um, from like 12 to 13 for songwriting contests and all that stuff,
Hmm.
and just sharing with the family and typing.
Yeah.
I think that the first time I recorded to release was with the same guy that I talked about, the first guy I recorded with.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I was 13 whenever I started recording to release.
Hmm. So, how different was it when you recorded in Nashville?
It's definitely different, but I feel like every studio is different. That's the thing for me is every studio is different, and you just have to find the one that fits. For me, I love everybody who I've worked with, and I'd say I'd say that all of them are like equally good. Like I couldn't think of any that were. They're all just like great in their own ways, and they all
Hmm.
have pros and cons. But I love everybody who I've worked with, and I'm excited to see like what happens next. I don't really have a producer that I work with like consistently. It's just kind of projects, not a whole like this is my producer. So I really do want to find somebody like that who I can work on multiple projects with consistently, and hopefully I will find that in the next few years.
All right. Well, what you got a song for us?
Yes, I'm going between a few. I'll play y'all a song that's gotten quite a good response from crowds. Um, this one I wrote with Megan Kelly and Hannah McDonald. We tend to write really upbeat, sassy girl songs. So this one's called Dust May Settle. Fun fact, my mom actually had the concept idea for this. So she's kind of a co-writer on it. It's called Dust May Settle. Mama always told me, girl, don't play with fire. But when he went to hold me, I smiled up in my eye. Boy, you should know better. And I let a good thing go. I slipped through your fingers, and now you're about to know. The dust may settle, but I never will. Ran into you, old baby, looks can care. Look, are you one? But I ain't got the time for boys who can't dirt half full watching me flirt. Ripped up blue jeans making you miss me, honey, I'm sure this hurts. Just be said, oh, but I never will. Granted it you won't, baby, looks can kill. Girl, you won, but I ain't got the time for boys who can't make up their game mind. Won't take you back, baby, not my cut through. The dust may settle. Ooh, the dust may settle, but I never will. Yeah. Thank you.
Where did you get your talent? Are your parents musical?
My mom did musical theater growing up, so she's a singer. Nobody in my family plays an instrument or writes. My mom is, well, that's a lie. My mom doesn't write songs, but she's incredible with words. She's big on writing and literature and all that. So I think that's where I get my love for words and my voice. But as for songwriting and playing an instrument, that came randomly. So
And so you play piano, guitar, and a ukulele, correct?
I haven't played ukulele in a long, long time, but I'm also learning mandolin.
Oh, fun. So, how did you? How, okay, is that guitar that you're playing now the first guitar that you got, or?
No, this is my third, I want to say. I have two right now. I started with this like really cheap Yamaha, and then I kind of quit playing for a while. I started in fourth grade playing guitar, and then I quit until I was 12. I don't know why, honestly. I really don't. But then I got like a good quality Yamaha guitar, that acoustic electric. I loved it. I still have that one actually. And I also I would sometimes play on my dad's old guitar he attempted to learn. So we just kind of had it in a closet. So I played that one every once in a while. And then I ended up trading that one in for this one. And this is my main guitar. It's my little baby. Her name is Hope.
Is that a Gibson? What kind of guitar is
No,
that?
ma'am. It's a Takamine.
Okay. Ah, okay.
So we got
Gotcha.
a Yamaha and a Takamine. The next one will probably be a Taylor because I have really small hands, and any other neck, like other than Takamine and Taylor, is really too big for me. Like
Hmm.
just comfortability. I don't think that's a word. Anyways, yeah. So it feels more comfortable for me to play a smaller neck.
And so, did you take lessons from somebody?
Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure my only guitar teacher has been right. Yeah. His name is Miranda. Um, yeah, but what's his last name? Wolfgang Miranda. Sorry, I totally like. I just call him Wolfgang. I wanted to get the last name right. So that's my guitar teacher. I honestly I go on and off now. I have gigs like every weekend, so it's
Hmm.
kind of hard for me to have a consistent schedule. But I've played piano since I was 5, so that's another main instrument of mine. It's easier to play this one at gigs and write on, but I love just sitting at home and playing my piano.
So, do you read music?
I wish I can. It just takes me a long, long time to like decipher it. Because whenever I was younger, I did read music, and my piano teacher was pretty like, you're going to learn type thing. But I was so I don't know. I was a difficult child and did not want to learn how to read music, and I regret that now because um, I'm not classically trained. I don't know a lot of the stuff that's on those papers.
So, how did you learn chords on the piano?
That was a mixture of me just looking things up, like looking up chords, and um, my piano teacher. So I've
Hmm.
had quite a few piano teachers. So I had one where it was pretty. You're gonna read music, classical pieces, and I loved her. She was great. I do not regret any of that at all. But I got to the point where I was like, I don't feel like this is benefiting me as a songwriter because, which it definitely was. I just didn't see it at the time. I wanted something a little more applicable to writing songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked with my songwriting mentor on piano, and that's where I learned a lot about, chords and intervals and seventh chords and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, how to build a chord. So do you play piano and sing
yes, ma'am.
at the okay. Cool. All right.
Ma'am.
And so the new introduction to the mandolin, did you get a new instrument and you're learning to play that or
Yes. So I have been wanting to learn for a while, and I got one last Christmas. Um, I only know like three chords right now, to be honest. But hey, I've no, there are like two songs with those three chords that I can play. So
Mhm.
it's progress.
Yeah, well, you can play a lot of songs with three chords.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Three chords
especially
in a
a lot of country songs, because country songs are just three chords and the truth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you got another song for us.
Yes.
Eh,
I'm gonna play all piano one.
oh, okay.
Hopefully it's not too overbearing. I'm gonna try and play really soft.
It might overwhelm your
Let's
vocals,
see.
so
You
you
want?
might
If
have to.
not, I have a guitar song I can play. You want to just tell me if this sounds?
Mhm. Well, just you probably go have to keep your foot on the soft pedal the whole time you play.
Yes. Okay.
Hmm.
Life was so much simpler when I was 4 feet tall. It didn't hurt too much when there wasn't far to fall. Bible wasn't complicated, Mom was always right. But suddenly my life moved on, and so did I, and so did I. One day I woke up and realized I'll never be that girl again. Who knew it hurt so much that I can't be the person I was back then? Like a flower I'm growing tall and weathering the rain. Is it worth it for all I get? Growing pains. Monsters under my bed never got to me. Now all I do is worry and I don't get enough sleep. Boys are just playground friends, never thought I'd have to regret the things I did and the things I gave up that I wish I kept. One day I woke up and realized I'll never be that girl again. Who knew it hurt so much that I can't be the person I was back then? Like a flower I'm growing tall and weathering the rain. Is it worth it if all I get is growing pains? Growing pains. Sticks and stones, they broke my bones. If there's no pain, then you won't grow. I turn the page, then you turn to ash. Now I'm scared to look back. 'Cause one day I woke up and realized I'll never be that girl again. Who knew it hurt so much now that I can't be the person I was back then? Like a flower I'm growing tall and weathering the rain. Is it worth it if all I get is growing pains? Life was so much simpler when I was 4 feet tall. It didn't hurt so much when we wasn't far to fall.
A lot of truth to that song. I really like that song. I
That
guess the title is Growing Pains. Is that
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. That's on the album actually. It was a very personal song. I felt like for a while there I had been writing to like write songs that would do good on radio or commercial songs, and I think you should have a balance because if you want to make a career out of it, you definitely do need to write some of those commercial songs, but at the same time you never want to lose the art of songwriting as a coping mechanism. So that's the whole reason I started writing was because, and it wasn't because I chose songwriting. It was because I needed a creative outlet to express mental health struggles and physical health struggles and just emotions of a teenager. So, and
I,
that was my way of doing it because I love music.
I think that'll touch a lot of people. I think a lot of people can relate to that song. Definitely. So I noticed you're playing all over South Texas, and are you playing with a band or as a solo artist?
So I have done some band gigs. I definitely want to get more into them. It's really hard right now because I played with two different bands, and the one that was supposed to be like the long term one, we actually had a member move. So it's just kind of like figuring out who's gonna be in it and when we're gonna practice. It's just kind of in the transition period right now. But I think once the album is released, I want to do a couple shows of like the 10 songs from the album. So that'll probably be when I come back with full band.
Band is the hardest thing to keep together.
Yeah, because everybody has their own lives, and I mean, everybody has their own jobs. Some people are doing multiple bands, others have full-time jobs. Or most of the guys in the band were adults. It was like Emma and grown men from my church. So, but I'm just so grateful for them that they're willing to play with me when we did have gigs. But a lot of it is solo. Yes.
Well, I'm going to let you finish out the program with. I know you have at least one song left. Do you have any more than one? Whatever.
I have more than one. I did only prepare one more though.
Okay, so let's finish out the show with your song that you prepared, and
Man. This is my song Worst Enemy that I wrote with Daniela Spadini. I was younger, always said that I'd grow up to be the kind of person who had people looking up to me. I'm older and it's harder than I thought it'd be. Maybe that picture perfect life was just a fantasy. Now I'm starting to think I'm not cut out to be the hero. I'm too far gone to save myself from becoming what I'm right. I've been messing up the plot because no matter how hard I try, I wasn't made to be the good guy. So don't root for me, I'm my own worst enemy. I know better than to do the things that I have done. I'm feeling like a criminal that's on the run. When I look into the mirror, I might look the same, but I don't recognize the person looking back at me. Now I'm starting to think I'm not cut out to be the hero. I'm too far gone to save myself from becoming what I'm not. I've been messing up the plot because no matter how hard I try, I wasn't made to be the good guy. So don't root for me, I'm my own worst enemy. Yeah, worst enemy. I said things I wish that I didn't. I swear that I have good intentions. Every mistake makes me feel like I'm breaking. I'm trying to calm down the storm. I cut out to be the hero. I'm too far gone to save myself from becoming what I'm not. I've been messing up the plot because no matter how hard I tried, I wasn't made to be the good guy. So don't root for me. I'm my worst enemy. Worst enemy. Oh.
Wonderful songs. Wonderful songs. Great conversation. I've really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Emma, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be in the spotlight for Dallas Songwriters.
Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Let's thank Harry Hewlett for the behind the scenes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, Harry's our Jeff Goldblum, which would be the Wizard of Oz behind the curtains for today. In closing, thank you, viewers, for tuning in to the Dallas Songwriters Spotlight with guest songwriter extraordinaire Emma James. I'm Barbe McMillen. Good night, all, from Dallas and Corpus Christi, Texas.